Hello, visuals. Oh, no, more importantly, should I say, oi, oi, oi. I'm Lander, done have me little lad. I'm Lander, done have me little lad. That's right, visuals. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Pokemon Thursday, the day of the week where we worry about my toenail becoming really thick. It's like it's growing like wrong ways. Yeah. Really, we're here to talk about Pokemon, and we're here to continue a series we haven't actually done in a little while, so I apologize to anybody that did enjoy this little series that we've been doing. It is comic book characters and giving them a Pokemon team, and this time, as you've already guessed, because of the thumbnail, the title, and the oi, Huey, I'm landed, done that, me little lad. I fucking love whoever made that. You know them like Mini Butcher. It's Billy Butcher from the World of the Boys. We're giving him his own Pokemon team. People were doing like Mini Butcher little memes and shit. Fucking love them. She's going, oi, Huey, I landed done me little lad. Fucking beautiful. I feel like we did a Homelander one, but I can't see it. But once again, I am a fucking idiot and stuff, so I could have just missed it somewhere. I'm a little bit annoyed as well. Quick warnings. A lot of the GIFs that I usually download, they wouldn't get like the nice, crisp, clear images. So some of them, I think one of them's even just a still. A little bit annoying, but we'll still have the team presented and all that kind of shit. But visuals, this is where you lot educate me. I want to know your thoughts and opinions, who you would give to Billy Butcher and all this kind of shit. What team better suits him, but as well, I want to know if you want anyone else from the boys and the World of the Boys to do a comic book character team for, because, you know, the Deep would be quite funny, or Starlight might be quite decent, Mother's Milk, Frenchie, that'd be a fun one to do. Obviously, we've been around Lumio City, that's in Vive la France, so we could make a cool team out of that. But visuals, we're ready. Should we sit back? Should we relax and take a look at Billy Butcher's Pokemon team? I think I did quite well. Kicking off, this is going to be, we have given him a starter, but I feel like this is going to be his go-to, the one that's always kicking around. We've gone for Annihilate. We've gone for the fighting type aspect. Obviously, we know that Billy Butcher's a fighter, he's a brawler, he's always having scraps, you know, Homelander or whoever he's scrapping and shit. And I wanted to fight next to him. Now, I'm trying to picture, close your eyes visuals, I'm trying to picture him walking into a boozer or a bar, and all, you know, there's like maybe a seedy bar, and there's a guy at the end of the bar with a choke with him, and there's a guy down that end with a Hitmonlee or something, and Billy Butcher walks in with his Annihilate, just the way that it looks, and all the floaty ghost hair bits, and it's just looking around and using Rage Fist or whatever. And just visually, and he could even give his Annihilate some of his untied up boots that he has. I think visually it just looks sense. I like the idea of a young Billy. We know that his tragic but his past and his upbringing and stuff, finding a monkey on the street and looking after it and bringing it up, and then till he was able to fight his monkey. Like maybe his monkey was had a bit of a shit upbringing as well, and they evolved together, and you can see him like in some sort of boxing gym when they're teenagers, both hitting the pads or hitting the punch bag together. I keep wiping my nose a lot. And then eventually evolving and stuff together. I think it works so well. Of course, we need a Pokemon to resemble Terra. We've gone for Maschiff. We haven't evolved it. It's just a Maschiff. Again, just going around, just his little boy, my little puppy. Terra is amazing. Terra is awesome. We could have, again, I guess, gone for like a Gramble or a Snubble, but I like the idea of the color scheme of Maschiff as well. If I've gone for the shiny image, I think I've got it shiny. Have I got it shiny? I think I've got it shiny there. Yeah, just this puppy that, again, it's not always out of his Pokeball, but it's maybe, again, a little backstory. He found it on the street. It was, you know, somebody got it as a puppy, but they chucked it out and abandoned it, and he saw it on the street, and he took it in and looked after, and eventually he took the Maschiff to go back to the person's house, and they took revenge, you know, as Billy Butcher does best, taking revenge on whoever may abused it or abandoned it and shit. And I know it's horrible, but it's a nice little story back tie-in there. There's a lot of tragedy in these tie-ins that I'm doing. The guy did have a bit of a tragic life. Next up, I've gone for Toxtricity. Have I gone for the certain color? I've gone for yellow. What? Should I have went for yellow? Yeah, we'll stick with yellow. Maybe the blue one would have worked better, but we're going to stick with yellow. My little notes here, I've just put down for like pop punk and stuff like that. Sorry, like punk rock. You know, you could see them at a bar. You know, whatever. Just it's always at a bar, isn't it? With Billy for no, it's just constantly at a bar in my head. just sat there chilling for the love of like them old school British punk bands, them old school things, you know, rocking their heads and stomping and moshing all this kind of shit. Proper British lads and rock and roll and punk. You know, oh, mate, I'm a punk, get away. But the one image again, because again, I'm just having images of him strolling with the Pokemon next to him and shit. The one image that I keep having in my head is the Toxtricity with the crowbar. Billy Butcher's famous crowbar and stuff, but Toxtricity again, give him a jacket if you want, give him the boots if you want, walking in with the crowbar, ready to just fucking run and something, you know, the Sex Pistols, they were British, weren't they? I think they were. Playing in the background, just smashing some boozer up or whatever. I think visually it just works so well. I've gone for Crocodile. Obviously the dark type and aspect. There's a dark part of Billy Butcher. But once again, I feel like I'm a bit cheap for saying this one. It's the image. You could 110% see if you're somebody out there doing a dealing with Butcher or giving him some intel or whatever, and you look down an alley and you can just see Crocodile, you know, will have the full on Ash catching with the glasses and that on, and like remember like a for whatever reason Crocodile smoking, he's got a little smoke in his garb, and Butcher's having a fag and all this kind of shit. They're just smoking away down an alley. He's like, oi, here, Crocodile and me gotta take the info. It just works so well. You can just see it visually. You can just see it working astronomically. You know, the arms crossed against the wall. Oi, mate, that Homelander done nabbed me little crocker rock. Now I've got it back into... You know what I mean? It just works so well. Staraptor. And his Staraptor can Mega Evolve. And have I written down... What have I written down there? Oh, yeah, the pigeon, a symbol of British birds. We've only got pigeons. We ain't got any cool shit like you Americans, like eagles and... Wait. Do we have eagles? No, I don't think we have eagles. Just badass eagles and shit. But obviously the UK's filtered with pigeons. But kind of, I guess, the image of this, the fighting type, the punk rock sort of looking, you know, with the hair down, all this kind of shit. But Billy Butcher, you know, you've managed to win him down to his last Pokemon. He sends out a Staraptor, Mega Evolves it. It just works so well. Beyond Evolution, or Yui, Beyond Evolution, Mega Evolve. I hope to God Pokemon fans watching this have watched the boys, or else you'll be thinking, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this show? Or at least read the comic. But you can see Staraptor behind him, all Mega Evolved, fighting type, ready to rock and roll. Again, as soon as he Mega Evolves, some drums come in, some guitar, where the British flag, let's, for Queen and Country, all that kind of shit. Well, King and Country, for all that kind of shit, just pumping their arms and stuff. Works beautifully. Last but not least, again, I've gone for shiny for this one. We have got Swampert. Why have I written that one? I think I've put Style or Styler. Oh, no, I've put Starter. Yeah, I wanted to give him an actual starter. And out of all the starters, I can just see Swampert. Again, you can see a version of Swampert where he's a bit pop punk. I keep saying pop punk. That's why I listen to Blink-182 and that. Punk rock and shit. Maybe a bit of heavy metal in there. You could, if you want, make his one Mega Evolve, but... Again, Swampert being a ground or water ground type, not willing to get down and dirty, you know, if they need to, because we've seen the boys doing their missions, going through pipes and all this kind of shit, willing to get just dirty and nitty and gritty to do what needs to be done. You know, Swampert stood there chilling behind him. He's having a fag as well. Why not? This whole fucking team's having a fag. Just ready to bust fucking the Deep's face and all that kind of shit. I should have maybe went for a few Pokemon to combat, like, what Homelander would use, maybe. I mean, a few of them, like Homelander would have like flying types, maybe fire types, so this helps with that and stuff. But no, yeah, I've gone for that dark sort of punk rock sort of element, and I think just a Swampert, again, a shiny Swampert, why the fuck not? Just chilling behind Butcher, it visually looks phenomenal. There we have it. Visuals, my team for Billy Butcher. Let's go and run it down again quickly. Hopefully they're all there at the bottom. So we've got Annihilate. I think looks great. They all look awesome with him. But him and his monkey, bad start to life together, and they evolve together. Mischief, he brought it in as a puppy. Toxtricity, the meta gig, you know, fucking bleh, rock and roll. Crocodile just looks badass. Staraptor, Mega Evolved, again looks badass. And Swampert just looks badass. But there we go. There's his team. What do you think? Let me know. Visuals, my team for Billy Butcher. As I said before, if you want to do another character from the boys, let me know in the comments below because we can rattle them all off. That'll be super awesome to do. That'll be super awesome to do. But visuals, let me know what you think of my team. Let me know of the whatever the typings, or we should have changed up. Should we have went for blue Toxtricity? Should we have given him a different starter? Let me know in the comments below. But apart from that, visuals, as always, thank you so much for watching. I would always keep being you and keep on keeping on.